Well, if you or someone you know have ever gone on one of those bike bar tours, well, get ready. The next time you do, there will be some noticeable changes. And those changes come as bike bars right here have been shut down for the better part of the pandemic. Our Shira Matsuzawa is here to walk, not ride us through all of this. Shira, pun intended.
Good one, Mark.
Thank you.
Last night, Boise City Council passed an ordinance which would change the way bike bars operate. But one of the biggest changes is the ordinance would now ban alcohol on those bike bars. Take a look.
This is what a typical ride with Pedals and Pints bike bar has looked like through downtown Boise for the last decade. But this is what the bike bar has looked like since the pandemic began.
It's crushing. It's crushing my family's income. I have had to lay off all of my employees.
Michael Thomas is the owner of Pedals and Pints. He says he and other bike bars have been shut down since March of 2020, with the exception of 2 weeks in June. And when they finally do get to reopen, they'll face some major changes.
I move we approve ORD 5220 and ORD 5320.
On Tuesday, Boise City Council voted to pass an ordinance which would ban alcohol on downtown bike bars. It would also limit music volumes and prohibit bike bars from operating after 10:30 at night and during weekday rush hours.
This has been something we've been working on for a long time. We heard from bike bar owners, many citizens, downtown businesses, and this seemed like the most prudent course of action given everything that we heard and learned in that process.
They also require us to be below 62 decibels with our sound systems. And to give you an example, a vacuum cleaner is 75 decibels. So I'm not sure how that really aligns with what they're trying to accomplish, since most cars allowed after 5, somebody playing the guitar with an amplifier on the street corner are all going to be louder than the bike bar.
The ordinance comes after the city says they've received complaints about bike bars, everything from noise to traffic safety and drunk and disorderly conduct. Michael says he's addressed each and every one of those complaints over the last couple of years.
We have addressed what complaints we have received. It's hard to address complaints that you don't hear about. It's difficult for me to understand why certain members of the city council just didn't care about a win-win, no matter what we did or said. That is very frustrating for me.
Holly Woodings was the only council member to talk about the ordinance on Tuesday.
Hopefully we'll have a little bit more peaceful environment in downtown in the coming summer, and still allow the bike bars to do pub crawls as usual.
It's unknown when bike bars will be allowed to reopen, but Michael says right now, that's not the only unknown he's dealing with.
It's unknown to me right now just how deeply this is going to affect our business. I can't possibly predict it. It's unknown right now whether or not this is going to kill my company.
And just to be clear, bike bars will still be able to take people to different bars as part of their tour. People just won't be able to drink alcohol as they're riding anymore. Meantime, this ordinance is something the City Council has been contemplating since last summer. Michael adds, though, he's asked for specific recent instances of those complaints from the community, and the city was unable to provide that. Mark?
So hypothetically, you still could do a pub crawl using one of these bike bars, just instead of a bus or a taxi with physical exertion involved when you leave one pub before you go to another.
Absolutely. I mean, it's still, the concept is still there. You're just not going to be able to, drink alcohol while you're riding from point A to point B, and also, the noise constrictions and, the time constraints as well.
All right. Be interesting to follow this one. Shira, thanks.